Hello, I'm Laura, and it is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. I'm holding one of the Easter eggs that you see hanging on the tree behind me. And to get this way with this beautiful decoration, the inside had to be blown out, leaving just the fragile shell. And it is fragile because I have dropped a couple of these over the years. So, what happens when something is fragile and vulnerable? Well, that is actually a beautiful place for a human being to be open to learning from mistakes, to be open to being helped from other people. So then, why is today's message, I release weakness? I release weakness. Well, there are three kinds of weakness. There is the weakness that goes along with poor self-esteem, and that kind of weakness is focused entirely upon ourselves because there is nothing more egoic than poor self-esteem, because when we think poorly of ourselves, we're only thinking about ourselves. Another kind of weakness is the weakness of also poor self-esteem that shows up as I have to be in control, I have to be in charge, I have to be the hero, I have to be the center of attention. That's another kind of weakness. But the third weakness is what our author Peggy Konkol quotes from the Bible. It says in 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9, "My grace is sufficient for you, for power is made perfect in weakness." That weakness is like the Easter egg. It is sacred vulnerability. It is the ability to be open, to be learning, to be willing to step out and take risks and even fall on our face sometimes, only to pick ourselves up and grow some more. So we are going to honor that kind of weakness or vulnerability and release the other kind right now in prayer. So let us take a deep breath and close our eyes and focus on this prayerful thought. I release personal weakness and embrace sacred vulnerability. I release personal weakness and embrace sacred vulnerability. And so it is. When we are willing to be vulnerable, we find a greater sense of wholeness because we do connect with others. It makes other people feel good to help us. It also is a connection with the divine Spirit of God within us, trusting it and being resilient, knowing that whatever happens, it is simply the next step in moving forward to be the great and beautiful person that we are. You know, today is April 15th. In the United States, the taxes are due. So it is time to release what taxes you by releasing personal weakness. I'm glad you were here to do that with me today. Have a wonderful day.